Hi guys, it's Talisha and today we are off to Goulburn Dressage. So our first test at Goulburn isn't actually until 1:30. So I've had a bit of a different start to my show morning. I'm only braiding Bambi now. It is about 7:30 a.m. now. Funnily enough, I thought this competition was on Sunday. So I wasn't actually too prepared for it to be Saturday, which is fine, but just meant I've literally left everything to the last minute now, which is fine. I'm doing well. Yeah, so I was actually going to braid her the day before, but I realised at 8 last night. So I've got the float hooked up and packed, apart from my braiding stuff, which I'm obviously using now. Yeah, I'm going to quickly braid her while she has her breakfast and just chills in here for a little bit. Then I'm going to let her go in the paddock for a bit, so I'm not going to put any show rugs on her yet. Hello, Bam. And I'm not going to wash her. Purely because I don't really see her drying in time, to be honest. And because it is a gloomy day and it's kind of cold. And she's not too dirty. So I was so keen for like a sleep in for this comp, and I thought it was on a Sunday, and then when I realized that, oh my god, it's tomorrow and I haven't braided my horse, I was like, oh well, that makes things a little bit different. So I mean, 7 is still a sleep in for me at the moment because I've been waking up at 5 during the week, so it's better than nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna try and braid this. Okay, Bambi is braided. I completely forgot to do a little filming after I actually finished her. To be honest, I'm not normally used to vlogging while I'm actually getting her ready for a comp. Anyway, I'm at the float now and I'm going to clean my gear. And then that's the last thing I need to do. I've filled up her hay bag and she's in the paddock at the moment. So I just need to clean my gear and then I'm sorted. And then I can go and have breakfast and get myself ready. Excuse my dirty mirror. It really needs a clean. I'm dressed. I've got all my layers underneath. I'm wearing a long sleeve white American Equus show shirt. And then I'm wearing my sponsored jacket from LaNoir Saddle World. And then I've just got my skinnies to cover my Equaline white breeches. And then I'm wearing some Spooks Equestrian burgundy socks. I have just washed her legs and well, hosed them. I didn't shampoo them, but they will do. And we are off. We are off, Bambi. We have arrived. All tacked up and ready. Pretty Bam. Pretty girl. Okay, first test of the day. Now, Bambi was just a ball of energy this day. I honestly didn't expect it. I warmed her up for about half an hour and didn't really, virtually half an hour straight, because she just was on a next level type of energy. And the thing with Bambi is I've had this energy before at competitions and it's very easily used in the wrong way. Not really used in the wrong way, but she uses her body in the wrong way. So, obviously, when a horse has a lot of energy and you can feel that, you want to use it for the power, for the bigger movement, just to produce a lovely, powerful, strong test, which is obviously what I was aiming for, but that has proved to be pretty difficult with Bambi in the past. She tends to just get a bit excited and it results in her jumping around and carrying on. Anyway, the 3A, she held herself together really, really well. She anticipates the rain back. Yeah, she just produced a very nice test. Definitely not one of our best. I wasn't very happy with it, to be honest, when I walked out of the test. But when I watched it again, I was like, oh, that's not as bad as I thought. Bambi's interesting. My tests with her always look better than they feel. Well, not always, but like I tend to think like, oh, this part was horrible, this part was terrible. But then I watch it back and I'm like, oh, it actually, no, that was okay. It wasn't too bad. Anyway, yeah, she definitely used all of that energy in a positive way for this test, which was really nice. Here we go for our first walk to canter. And that was quite nice. We're still just working on that whole connection through the walk to canters, but she has made a lot of progress with it, and it's really nice to see it starting to pay off in competitions as well. So here we have a 10-meter circle, which she actually got a bit stuck in with her hind legs just here where the sand was a bit deeper, and she disunited actually, which was a bit of a shame. This surface is very new and it was just a bit deeper than, to be honest, what we are used to. Here we have our little counter canter. Back to trot. And then walk for our second walk to canter. Her walk's getting more consistent too. Still such a long way to go. That was a really nice transition. I was really happy with that. Still a long way to go with her walk, but I'm really proud of how far she's come with it. She's got such a beautiful over-tracking walk, but it's just keeping that connection in her frame. Another 10-meter circle. And this one was a lot nicer. We didn't lose our back end. Across to a counter canter. Now, Bambi and I placed third for this test, which was nice, and I really wasn't happy with it for some reason, but watching it back now, it's... Ooh, that was a bit dodgy. But watching it back now, it's definitely nicer than I thought, to be honest. Yeah, not bad walk to canters, to be honest. Pretty good. And then back to trot. And she had a really nice trot throughout this last part. Her tail was getting stuck in between her legs and she was kind of like, oh, get out. But yeah, so that was our first test. And then I went straight back. I only had a 20-minute gap between my next test, so I just kept her warm and kept her moving. There was no point of me untacking her between this test and my final test, which was the elementary 3B. So up the centre line we go. And halt. Eep. Fixed. Gosh. Anyway, on to the 3B. Now, this was just honestly... okay. To start it off, I get a course error. We need to work on those halts, to be honest. Anyway, they're always a work in progress for whatever reason. They're always my weak point. Okay, and I get a course error right off the bat. I had a mental blank, and as soon as I went across that diagonal, I knew I got a course error. But she didn't stop me immediately, so I just kept going until the judge beeped her horn. Anyway, here we go. So we have two moments in this test. That was the first moment, which was my bad, and then another moment which you'll see a bit later where Bambi just was kind of sick of keeping her energy under wraps. But anyway, we'll get to that. So we have our shoulder in at the moment. It's hard to see it and judge it from where it is filmed because I can't really see the angle, but it could have been a little bit more forward. 10-meter circles onto the travers, which I believe is Bambi's favourite lateral movement. She just does these so well and always scores really well for them. She was a bit above the bit though, but that's all good. I still haven't got my score sheets back for these, so I'm really just going off what I what I think. I don't know what I scored for each movement. Anyway, not very stable outer hand there. What's that called? Yeah, God, why can't I think of that? Outside rein. Jeez. Anyway, that was a nice little 2 half 10-meter circles onto a better travers on this way. Just trudging through the deep sand. Good girl. And then now we go off for our lengthen, which I did earlier on when I wasn't supposed to. Anyway, off for our lengthen, which could have been better. Oh, a little moment there. Just I wasn't happy with this test at all. Anyway, rein back, which was really nice. Off to our walk, which medium walk here was quite nice. And then we go on to a long rein walk here. And she's getting a lot better with her stretches. And this is quite nice. Big over tracking walk and she's reaching down. She's stretching even more. We're getting more and more stretch each step, which is really nice. I'm interested to see how she scored for this, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure the long rein walks are also double marks. Sorry, clearing my throat. Anyway, these were horrendous. Jesus, sorry. My first walk Piro, we'll turn on the haunches. This one wasn't too bad. Lost it. And then this one was, oh, she virtually stopped. It was just not it. Oh, what was that? Anyway, stay tuned for our little moment. So here she starts to kind of just get a little bit above the bit, and right when I ask her for a walk to canter, she just uses her energy to go up and bop around. But I was really impressed with how she just kind of carried on after that. Bambi's very much a horse that when she does have a reaction, whether it's a spook or just like a burst of energy, she tends to like drag it out. I've had an issue before in a test where we've had gotten a course error due to me having to turn her in a circle, but luckily in this instance I didn't get a course error. I just would have scored terribly for that one moment. Anyway, the serpentine was not super accurate, but the transition on the second one was somewhat alright. She kind of fell into the first Canada walk. She does a nice counter canter here. Head comes a little bit above the bit with my transition to walk, but it was quite nice other than that. I forgot to end this vlog, by the way, so sorry about that. I didn't film an ending. That was quite nice. Her walk to canters are really improving. So this test, Bambi and I got second in, which was nice, even with our mishaps. But a lot of improvements throughout both tests in certain aspects of them, like certain parts of the tests that haven't been quite as nice before were. So that's what I really tried to take away from this day. Even though I wasn't particularly happy with both tests, there were parts that I was really happy with and really proud of her in. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and let me know what you want to see next. Nice last lengthen, that was quite nice. And collect, hold. Up here, that's right, I hold up there. Bambi was like, I want to hold back there. Ah, gosh. Anyway, bye.